live in the Rich Eisen Show studio. Local boy making good here in Southern California. We've got Brian Ortega here. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
Now, where are you from? You're from right around here,
I'm
right?
from the, I call it the Harbor area, right? Which is San Pedro, Carson, Torrance area, Wilmington. So just the entire Harbor area, South Bay area.
And that's so you growing up in the San Pedro area, and is that where you started?
Yeah,
seeing how you could perform.
Absolutely. I was born and raised in the projects of San Pedro, and my dad decided to put me in fighting to help me just be a better fighter in pretty much that area, you know. And that was it. I fell in love, and I've just been in fighting and in all types of training in my life.
So who outside of, I guess, your dad would be a role model for you? Who did you say, you know, I want to be this person growing up?
As in terms of how they are as a human or successful?
How about both? Let's start with successful.
Successful was just any champ, you know, especially the guys. I really liked George St. Pierre, how he conducted himself as a champ. You know, he was professional. He never talked trash. He was always just, you know, he was a professional, and role models would have to be my dad. You know,
your dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad, man.
What did he instill in you? What did he instill in you, Brian?
Nah, he pretty much was always there for me, you know. And even when I was bad, he would teach me how to be bad in a good way.
I see what you're saying.
If it makes sense.
No,
you know?
It does make sense.
He's like, if this guy's gonna be doing this, let me teach you how to do it right. But yeah, he was always there, man. No, you know, no matter what, he's always been there and supported me in anything that I did, and always wanted better for me. And now that I am where I am, he's proud.
Well, you're coming off a first-round knockout of Frankie Edgar at UFC 222, earned you performance of the night. How do you think you stack up against Max Holloway, who hasn't lost in quite some time?
I feel good, man. I feel good. He hasn't lost in quite some time, and I've never lost. So I feel that this is a perfect chemistry for a war. You know, you have two guys who are young, two guys who are hungry, one guy who's on top of the mountain, and one guy who wants to throw him off. You know, for me, that makes a perfect concoction for fireworks.
I'll be honest with you, that sounds way too nice, Brian. Sounds like, you know, you want to step up your anger level a little bit here, but you're not ready to do that, I could see.
No, man, I'm pretty calm, pretty cool, calm and collected.
So then what do you go through to get in the ring, to get into that?
It's simple for me,
mindset?
Man. I don't have to. I'm not one of these guys that has to amp themselves up, that have to tell themselves, "Oh, this guy's gonna take food from," you know, like everyone has their own tactics. For me, is just lock me in there, and when you lock me in there, I gotta finish you. As simple as that. Whether it's pretty, whether it's ugly, whether it's nice, I have an objective, and that's to finish the man in front of me, and I gotta do it at all costs.
So but there is a switch in there.
There's a switch. My eyes change. My coach James Larson tells me that my eyes change. I don't really see it, but yeah.
Well, someone who's looking at your eyes can see it too.
Well,
But it's not. But you're saying you're not like envisioning something. You're not going through something in your head.
No.
Okay.
I see the guy in front of me. I know it's about to be. You know, it's gonna be wartime in a matter of seconds, and then the switch goes on. And I get ready for war.
Brian Ortega here on the Rich Eisen Show. You are aware of how Frankie Edgar sees this fight, correct? You aware of that?
How he sees it?
Yes. Between you and Holloway.
Winner, he gets the winner?
Yes. And
yeah.
he believes the winner is going to be your opponent.
That's okay.
Is it?
That people believe all kinds of things doesn't make it true.
I can't get in this guy's steel
Can't shake
cage.
him now.
I can't get in the steel cage right now.
Keep trying.
Okay. So nothing I can do is can make you take a dolly and throw it through a bus window?
No, I'm not Connor, man.
Okay. You've never even been that angry?
Yeah, I have.
When? Don't say right now. You can't say right now.
No, I've been that angry before, man. I've
What's caused you to be that angry before?
just stuff in my life. Yeah. Whether it's a street fight or whatever, you know, the other side comes out. But like I said, unless we're fighting, then you don't see that side.
Now, your foundation. Let's talk about your foundation and how people can get involved and what it is in support of. What is your foundation, Brian?
So the Brian Ortega Foundation is pretty much be the change you want to see in the world. If I don't like the way someone's treating a homeless guy, I'm going to treat him the way I feel he should be treated. You know, whether it's give him some food, whatever. If there's a kid who's growing up in similar things that I grew up in, and he feels like there's no hope, give him hope. If there's people, just anyone who needs help, that's what the Brian Ortega Foundation is about. You know, it's just to encourage a lot of people who have the same like mentality, and to just go out there and just do a little bit of good. And I feel like once you know, it's gonna be contagious, where everyone finally sees that. At least for me, I truly love seeing people happy. I get a kick out of it. There's few people like, you know, they say there's few people like that. I disagree. I feel we're in this kind of mode where everyone's hating on each other and everything. But for me, it's like when I see a little kid and I go to the hospital and I see him happy, that makes my day. If I go and I see a homeless who's starving and I take half of my sandwich and I give it to him, he goes, "Oh, thanks, man, because I was starving. I'm happy." So just little things like that. And imagine if you have, that's just one of me. And I know there's a lot of me like that out there. It's not broadcasted. The world likes to see dumb stuff. So I'm here to just make a change in that, and kind of the good is going to make a different fight. Make
everybody who you come across better for having met you, with the exception of Max Holloway on the 7th of July.
Even after this war, that's our job. After this war, he can help me help people.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in terms of the fight, what's your prediction for this fight?
Well, I got to finish him. Standing up, choke him out, whatever. I just got to finish him.
Well, best of luck to you on your night in Las Vegas and in your endeavors. And come back anytime you want to talk.
Thank you.
You know, are you a Lakers fan?
Kind
of.
I'm the kind of guy that likes playing sports, doesn't like watching them.
Okay, so what other sport do you have then?
I do it all, man. I surf a lot.
Okay.
I run with my partners and myself, we run a clothing brand called Black Belt Surfing.
I could see you're rocking that right now.
We train, fight, surf, skate, play basketball, play baseball.
Okay.
I mean, you name it, man. We're not one-trick ponies. We're good at everything.
Well, good to see you here. You could follow Brian Ortega on Twitter at Brian T City.
Yep.
Good to see you here, sir.
Thanks.
You got it. Brian Ortega, the contender for the featherweight title of UFC 226, right here on The Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.